So, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Thoughtful Thursday. So, I always like to start this morning by inviting you guys to think about what you're thinking about. As you know, I love to talk about dreams and living your dreams and connecting to your purpose because I find that is where, like, our sweet spot is. That is how we get connected to that part of us that we was created to be. I spent years living my life dissatisfied and hungry, like hungry for more, believing that there was more, but not knowing how to get to the more. Almost feeling like I was crazy for thinking that life's supposed to be better because I had everything that the American dreams that I was supposed to have: the husband, the big house, the 2 point whatever kids, right? We didn't have a dog because we're not pet people. But I had all these things, the what represented so-called everything America said I was supposed to have, drove the luxury car at the time. I didn't even consider it a luxury car because of the way I was thinking. Um, had the 4 bedroom house on, just the whole thing, but recognizing there was something missing, not understanding exactly what the something was, but believing that my life was supposed to be more and better. And finally found it, like finally got connected to the part of me that makes me me. So I believe that our talents are what we do. And many times the world require our talents. Your job, the career you're probably in right now requires your talent, but very few jobs require your gifts. And then there are people who don't even know what their gifts are. The Bible calls them spiritual gifts. And I believe our gifts are the core of who we are. That is why some people naturally encourage, lead. There's the people who love to help, who love to do the thing in the background. That is your natural ability. And when you do those things, when you do the things that like really connect to the core of who you are, that's when you find what I call the sweet spot, your superpower. It's the thing that fills your heart with joy, makes you have the best day ever, make you feel like, wow, okay, this is life worth living. So this morning I want to ask you, are you living the life that you feel like is worth living? And knowing that there are going to be moments like sometimes life is just about the grind, right? Even in getting the dream, I have a friend, um, and she is living her dream. And one day I asked her, I said, are you enjoying the dream? And she pulled back and she says, no, I'm working so hard. I am living my dream, but I'm working so hard, I'm not enjoying it. So I was like, I encouraged her, pull back a little bit, look and see all that you've accomplished so that you can absorb the moments and enjoy your dreams, because sometimes the dream just feel like hustle and work too. And I certainly have those moments, but it's those sweet moments that make it all worth it. And so this morning, I know many of you guys will catch this on the replay. I just want to encourage you, whatever that thing is that you've thought to yourself for years, I'm going to do this one day. I'm going to do this one day. Good morning, Nat. Whatever that thing is that you've been thinking, one day I'm going to do this. For me, as a little girl, I wanted to just travel the world. Didn't even know what that meant. Didn't have any particular location I wanted to go to, but just had this yearning in my heart to see other parts of the world. And I'm thankful to God that I had the opportunity to do that. I pray that I'm not done. But being able to travel has meant the world to me, being able to see these amazing places. Let me tell you, if you ever get a chance to go see some of these, what they call them, the 7 wonders of the world, I think now it might be more. But if you ever can go to China and stand on that Great Wall, go. If you just get an opportunity, go. It's mind-boggling. It does something to your soul to think that I am standing on the Great Wall of China. If you ever get a chance to go to Egypt and touch those pyramids, go. Like, again, just shifts. Like I can still feel it in my heart and my soul. I couldn't even take it all in. Like all I kept thinking is, I am standing where in a place they talk about in the Bible, like Egypt. Go, please. Oh, you can do whatever you can to get there. Paris, amazing. The Eiffel Tower, like all these amazing places on earth. I am amazed. I am humble. I am thankful. I am grateful that God let me have those moments in my life, those memories that will never ever fade. I pray I don't have some type of. I tell my kids like because I have migraine headaches. I'm like, oh God, I pray I don't ever leave this earth having some type of disease where I forget things because I want to remember those moments. But as I talk about living your dreams, so I've been having this one dream for years since the children were little. My children are now 20 and 18. Since they were babies, I wanted to write a book of the alphabet for like African American kids. And I wasn't sure what I was going to call it. But listen, it's done. They are 20 and 18. Here's what I love about dreams. They do not have an expiration date. So whatever your dream is, whatever that thing is you're thinking, oh, maybe it's too late. Maybe I'll just put it off. Well, everybody, if there's already 1,000 of these things, why would I get involved? We want to be, why would I do it now? No, it's your dream. And so I encourage you, do the thing. Look. So this is the proof. This is my proof because I needed to see this thing before I made it available to everybody else. But when I opened this book yesterday and held it in my hand, oh my God, the joy in my heart. Here's why I wanted to write this book. Look. Okay, I can't wait to show you guys. I just think as little black girls, and I'm gonna do one for little black boys. This one is particularly for little black girls. But one day soon there'll be one for little black boys too. But look at this. Isn't she beautiful? And can you imagine reading the alphabet to your little girl, your niece, your little cousin, that little girl that just happens to be in your life, your little, thank you, your little goddaughter, and saying to her, you are amazing. First of all, you're going to say A is for amazing afro, right? Like just check that out. A is for amazing afro. And then it's going to say, you are amazing just the way you are. It is your afro that is your glory. It's what makes you a star. I just wanted to celebrate little brown children all over the world. Like I want every little girl to have this book. And I am currently still working on the one for the little boys. But yesterday when I got this proof in my hand, isn't this amazing? Sign me up. Oh, I cannot wait to get this thing in the world. But more than, thank you, V. I can't wait to get you this book. More than anything, right? When I think about why did I write this book, and it brings me to tears every time I think about it. I pray that one day Bryson and Brianna and Demarcus already has two beautiful little girls that I can't wait to get their hands on this book, which Mercy, I believe, already knew her ABCs. I don't know if she appreciated it, like, whatever, Grandma. But I can't wait for one day my kids to be able to say, if I'm not here, I may not be on this earth, right? When their children have kids. But they'll say, listen, this is how your grandmother used to think. This is how she thought of you all. As a beautiful brown baby, your skin tone has hue. It is what makes you beautiful, loving, and true. Like, this is what I want. Like, I want my babies to have my words in their hearts, even if I can't be here. And so that's why I encourage you to live your dream because you got to leave something here for the people that are coming behind you. Leave your mark on earth. I think like in my head from the time I was little, I always thought, thank you so much. I always thought somehow I was gonna have this huge influence on people. Now, I'll be honest, there are times when I'm like, Lord, I don't think it's working. Like I don't know that I've had the impact that I wanted to have. Didn't necessarily want to be famous, but I did want to be able to spread this thing that I've learned to as many people as possible. And sometimes I look and I'm going, I don't know. I don't know if it's working, if I'm really touching people's hearts, if I'm making a difference, if I'm waking people up, if I'm getting them excited about life, because that's what I've, been able to do is just get excited about life because it's so precious and it's so fleeting. And I just so desperately want to see people live their dreams. So this is the first book I think I wrote, the Think Your Way to a Better Marriage. And Think Your Way to a Better Marriage was honestly, it was just like a 30-day devotion. It's a really cool book as well too. right? Just to help people walk through this journey of marriage, because I wanted people to think differently about marriage. When I began to learn that everything is the way you think, all of our life, it's all about the way we think. When I began to learn that, it changed everything. My marriage got better. Like I like my husband. We laugh together so much. 25 years and we still laugh. Like we still hold hands, even though like I'm at that age, I'm like, oh, it's hot. Move. I'm thankful that I have a husband that wants to hold my hand. And I'm thankful that I want to hold his for a little while until it gets too hot and my hot flashes come and I can't anymore. But it happened because we changed the way we view marriage. We changed our thinking about marriage. It wasn't just about happy. Happy is if your goal in your marriage is to be happy, you're going to be so disappointed. And you're going to keep thinking that I married the wrong person and marriage sucks and it doesn't work. It's not that. Marriage is meant for so much more. It's meant for wholeness. Like it is you got to think, marriage is the thing that God compares his relationship to the whole humanity with. Marriage. He used words like adultery. You're adulterous people. Marriage is the thing that God compares his relationship with all of humanity with. So do you really think it was meant for just to make you happy? That's a small, selfish purpose. So listen, if you want this book, inbox me. You can go on Amazon, but I want to ship it to you. I want to sign it and send it to you myself. Both my books are $15, right? So order them from me. Now, the ABC book you can pre-order, but it will not be ready probably for about another week or so. I'm going to reach out to some schools this week. And I want to see, I want to hear from them. Like, do you think there's anything in this book I need to change? Like, look at that. Isn't she beautiful? Like, Nubian princess is who you were born to be. No need to worry. It comes naturally. That's how they're going to learn the letter N. Can you imagine the little girl in your life, celebrating her skin being celebrated? Obviously outrageous. I had one friend to read the book, and she says, "Kenesha, these words, the vocabulary is too big for a like a kindergartner or a preschooler." I said, "That's okay. It's not about them actually knowing the word at this young age. It's about them hearing that word being said about them." And here's I want 5. Oh, and you will get them. You will get them. Your words of encouragement if you want to. Thank you. Thank you so much, V. Thank you. Thank you, Nat. Thank you that my words are catch. But listen, I just want you guys to do the thing that's in your heart. Manifest it. Make it come true. It's gonna take some work. Like, do you guys not? If you all understand, this has been a labor of love for 20 years, simply because the vision I had for it was these were supposed to be images of of actual little girls. And I had such a hard time finding a photographer, the whole licensing with actually using photos. But such a time as this, because now we live in a world where you can go to Etsy, and I give the artist credit for all of her artwork, but she has free licenses on her art. And so I could afford to do this book. And I just changed the vision for it. But the words, listen, this was written. This when I found these images, this book was already written. I had like a couple of letters that I had to go back and write, and some that Bryson challenged me on. He was like, "Mom, you say this too much. Rewrite that one." But 20 years ago. So the dream does not have an expiration date. Get these books. If your marriage is just okay, but you want more love and passion in your marriage, be willing to open your mind, order my book, go to verythoughtfullife.com, inbox me. I'm going to build a web page because I realized today I've done the world an injustice. I have not talked enough about my books. I haven't. Um, nor have I done enough to sell my books. And not to sell them because, oh, I need to get this money, but to sell them because this is value. I'm adding value to the world. And there's nothing better than a happy marriage. So it can produce these beautiful babies, these beautiful brown babies. But any marriage, if you're not a brown person, the book still works. Believe that. And listen, it's okay that your baby is not brown. but you celebrate a brown baby. So get this book for someone. It's not quite ready yet. I'll let you guys know when it's ready and it's on sale. Thank you guys so much for watching. But do me a favor, don't just watch, share, subscribe, follow. But one big favor I want you to do today. Tell me your dream. Share with me your dream. What is that thing that you've been dying to do that you've put off for so long and you thought, Kenesha, I didn't think I can do it anymore because it's been way too long. Share that with me. And so here V says, I'm divorced, but I know that I want to be ready when God sends me someone else. Oh, and V, you will be. But I just encourage everybody who gets married, expand your definition of marriage to God. What part of me do you want to use my spouse to heal? Because I'm telling you, if you get on the healing train in your marriage, that's what makes it work. Andre and I have been on the healing train for years. We spent 12 years on the fighting, trying to be happy. And then everything came to a disaster. But it was in the disaster we decided to let's see what God talks about marriage. And so we was able to transform the marriage because we transformed our thinking. So that's why I call it Think Your Way to a Better Marriage. I want to go to film school. Yes, thank you for sharing that with me. And I love that. Thank you, V. And please, it's not too late. I want to write. It's not too late. It's not too late. Do it. Do it now. Make a dream deposit today, whatever that is. Call the school, find out what it takes. It's probably not all that you think it is. We make up these huge stories of why we can't do something. I can't afford it. I don't have the time. I promise you, because it's the dream that God put in your heart, He's already prepared a way. He really has. So thank you guys for watching. Have a beautiful, amazing, blessed day and live your dreams. V, now that I know that, I'm gonna be hitting you up and be like, yo, where's that script? When are you starting school? I want to know. All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.